Looking out at the scenery of the lovely fantasy meadows, you can see to your right the beautiful waterfall that comes through. And that was terrible. It's actually the left. Excuse me, everyone. Hello, everyone. This is ToadinWonderland, and I am doing mess around time on Kirby Air Ride right now. I'm like driving through the walls. I have a human player, as you noticed by the split screen. The bottom guy is just kind of sitting around, chilling, doing nothing, enjoying the view of the water, while I'm actually controlling the real Kirby, the one with the wing star, and just messing around. The main thing I was doing here, in all seriousness though, was Fantasy Meadows is actually a really good course that you can just glide around on. And before recording, I did a little bit. As you can see, I upped the number of laps to 20. I was mainly just trying to go through the course so that I could get a couple of the achievements done, such as getting over 300 race laps. And whoa, did you see what happened to Bulk Star guy down there? He got run over by a bunch of Waddle Dee carts. Anyway, the reason I'm not doing anything right now is I wanted to show you something. There's also another requirement where you have to glide for over an hour, which I've said before takes a really long time to do. Well, in the middle of messing around, I discovered that you could get up on top here and just glitch right through the top of the windmill section, like where there's that tree that kind of looks like a volcano. I'm going to do it again just to show what I was talking about. Yes, hello Mike, walkie enemy, I think is what it's called. But yeah, I was gliding up here and I realized I could get over the tunnel. You can actually go on some parts of it, but then when you get to the top, like the center part of that tree, you kind of glitch through and fall through to the actual race course. I just thought that was interesting. I'm going to go up there once again. I was mainly doing this though to rack up my glide time, and in the middle of messing around I did clear the mission because the bell had kind of went off, and oops, I wasn't recording when that happened. I haven't finished the race to get the actual achievement revealed on the checklist. At least you'll be able to see that. But the bell did chime in the middle of messing around here before I was actually starting the recording for real. But yeah, just take a look at this. You can kind of move around on some parts of this tunnel section on Fantasy Meadows. It's kind of neat. Thought I'd show it off for you guys. I kind of discovered it by accident because I have the glide abilities with this wing star, and that's how I was able to kind of move around on the course of it. It does make me intrigued a little bit to do that on the other courses, so maybe sometime in the future I'll look into that and see if there's anything else I can find. But for now, let's just finish the course. I have one lap left here. I don't know that I've completed the 300 laps mission, but I do know I've completed the gliding mission. And I continue to glide, nonetheless. Fantasy Meadows and Celestial Valley are, all honesty, probably the best courses to do gliding sections on. So if you're looking to complete that mission, that's something you definitely want to do. And wow, I didn't realize that Bulk Star could actually move that far. And I noticed the race is still going. I guess it's because I have a human player. I didn't think about that. Oops. Wow, it went really far for not charging. It pretty much got back to where it started at. That's amazing, actually. Okay, enough messing around. I'm gonna go ahead and cut ahead so that I can clear out this race course and you don't have to watch me going through everything all over again. So I'll be right back. Actually, hold on a second. I don't even have to do that. I can hit end game. Doy. There we go. And we did clear 300 laps, so we got both missions done. Yay! Well, that's an excellent way to get this last video started. There's only one mission left in the whole entirety of Air Ride mode. And that is the Tornado Challenge. I had a feeling it was going to be either that or the Sword Challenge, because those are definitely the more harder courses of the game. Or missions, pardon me, not courses. But let's look at what we did achieve. Race over 300 laps. We have the alternate music for Nebula Belt, which is a really beautiful song, by the way. Which we still need to play Nebula Belt. I'll get around to that. I'm trying to find where the other one is. Oh, here it is. Glide for more than 1 hour. Excuse me. We'll go ahead and watch this. It's a special bonus movie, pretty much. It's short, so what the heck, why not? Let's go ahead and take a watch. Eh? Oh, I guess you can't play it from here. guess it goes under options. Okay, yeah, under options you have like movies. I don't know if I showed this part of the options before, but the last selection here used to be a bunch of question marks. Since we completed that mission, we can now view this video though, so let's go ahead and take a gander at it. And there you have it. It pretty much showed all of the hidden air ride machines and the 2 hidden characters that are available for air ride and city trial mode. Why I say city trials because the legendary air ride machines aren't playable on air ride mode, as well as the flight warp star, unless you like have a game shark or something to hack it into the game. But on normal circumstances, you can't use it in air ride mode, any of those 3, nor the compact star for that matter. Which is interesting considering that it's not that great of a machine. Should probably get rid of the lap time, make it back to recommended. So yeah, we haven't done Nebula Belt. I'm gonna go ahead and just play through it once regularly. I need to find out what machine works the best anyway. I'm not gonna use the human players either. Or the human player, I mean. I'll be saving that for the Tornado Challenge because I'm going to show a way that you can manipulate that particular event. We'll give you Rex Wheelie. This is going to be an all-speed mission, by the way. I don't recommend using Meta Knight or King DDD because there are faster air ride machines than both of them. But let's see how the race goes with these ones. And darn, it's not playing the alternate song. Well, now I have a good excuse to play it yet again. This is, I think, one of the first times I've really used the Formula Star, aside from maybe like Time Attack. But you'll notice there's no enemies on this course whatsoever. That's a unique feature about Nebula Belt. Instead, you have random copy ability wheels, and you also have occasional ramps, which I guess is supposed to help. Well, it doesn't help when I get sleep ability. But the ramps are supposed to help for machines that are good with gliding capabilities, I suppose. But in most cases, machines like the Formula Star are gonna excel the best here. Who is the CPU? Like, what machine do they have? Is it Swerve Star? I knew it! I just freaking knew it! Oh man, Swerve Star dominates everything. And yay for Mike, causing me to careen in the air. Of course, when you have Formula Star, you can do this, go 42 miles per hour. This is the best top speed you can get with this particular air ride machine, 42 miles per hour, and what looks like to be 86 hundredths of 1 mile. Because that's all the higher it would go if we go any faster. It makes me wonder, though, if I get the wheel ability, will it hinder me? Because the Formula Star's top speed is, like, godly fast, if you can get it that high for a good amount of time. I'm gonna just let it go on its own because I don't want to keep constantly tapping A. It slows me down every time I do that. We are going fast though. And Swerve Star is not past me yet. So I think I'm in good shape. And what's our final copy ability gonna be? Yeah, in all honesty, this course is kinda meh because it is a simple race course, I will give it that. But the fact that there's no enemies kind of makes it empty-like. And it really is just based on chance if you win races like that or not. I did find out, though, the Formula Star still does the best, even over the Swerve Star. Of course, the computer player might just have been playing dumb, too. But anyway, we have that last mission to complete. Tornado Challenge. Defeat over 15 enemies as Tornado Kirby and finish in first place. I'm going to go ahead and manipulate it. 2 laps is all I need. I had to go to GameFAQs to see if I could find like the best strategy for it. I was recommended through my viewers that, well, one of them anyway, that Celestial Valley has a good chance for getting the Tornado Challenge completed. But the one flaw I found with it is that you pretty much have to set the number of laps up to a somewhat high amount, like 5 or 6 even, until you can get rid of all at least 15 enemies on that course before crossing the finish line. And you gotta get lucky with getting the Tornado Kirby ability a lot. So, unfortunately, that takes a little longer. But on Game Facts, they recommended, at least the post I found, said to go to Checker Knights. And this was actually pretty smart. I'm surprised I didn't think of it because I'm like so in-depthly crazy with this game. Yeah, we'll use Swerve Star because the more control we have, the better. And I'm going to make you, what should I make you? I guess Bulks. Nah, we'll make it Rocket Star. It's okay if player 2's moving. They'll eventually run into a wall. I just need them to, like, not win, though, because obviously I have to get first place. But there's a really cheap way that you can just cheese this mission, and it involves this course. Collar is the name of the enemy that has the tornado ability. It's those wisp-looking creatures, I guess. Not the plasma wisps, but the ones that kind of look like... They kind of look like, I don't know how to describe it. They obviously have, like, tornado as a body, but their heads are kind of strange. Like, I don't know how you describe it, really. The flappy enemies still look like winged polytoads, I think, from Pokemon. And while I'm doing this mission, I'm going to go ahead and bring up a question to ask my viewers. I was also given a suggestion, just someone requested if I would show off my game collection as like a special video or something, which I could definitely do that. I don't have an issue with doing that, but the dilemma I'm faced with is how to record it. So I want to ask my viewers, if I do show videos of my game collection, do you want me to do it as one giant video where I pretty much go through all of it in one go? Or would you like me to break it up into parts, maybe do it by console or something like that, where it's like split into multiple videos? So like I would do one video with my 64 games, one for my GameCube, one for the Xbox 360, that sort of thing. Go ahead and comment, because I am curious to know what you'd like to see about that. That is if you're watching the video at this point, which only completionists are really watching. Because, in all honesty, you probably are getting sick of seeing these courses, and I don't blame you. This game is like that, though. But I definitely wanted to take on the challenge of getting through all 120 missions of Air Ride, and actually the same for Top Ride and City Trial, which I'll talk a little bit more about at the end of the video here. But yeah, go ahead and comment. If I show my game collection, how would you like to see it? Would you like me to just do it in one big massive video? Or would you prefer to have me break it up into smaller videos and just like show it by console? Go ahead and let me know what you'd like to see. And if it's kind of like split as far as the opinion goes on it, I mean that could get a little conflicting, but I obviously have the final ultimatum to choose what I want to do. Collar, get back. So there, you've seen Collar. Here's all you have to do, though. The Collar enemies appear, like, a lot, and I'm going to pause the screen here because I actually want to control 2P. I'm going to go ahead and turn this air ride machine around because, if I can. Jeez. Oh, it grabs you back on the rail. Okay. Well, give me a second to find a spot where I can, like, jam P2 into, like, a corner or something, and then I'll get back to showing off the Tornado Challenge for you. I have to remember not to, like, overdo the boost. I should have used Bulk Star if I'd known this was going to happen. I didn't, like, really test this out too much, which was a boo-boo on my part. I really should have looked into it more. But it's okay. Okay, maybe I can jam into the corner of, like, this half-pipe here. Turn around, will ya? Yay, it turns me back around anyway. What is with this air ride machine? Okay, I'll have to move on ahead and see if I can figure this out. I should have just put the thing in reverse. The silly thing. Isn't that what all the Looney Tunes characters say? I got the silly thing in reverse. Okay, here we go. This will work. Now that I have that taken care of, I can settle the matter of the Tornado Challenge. And I did not mean to hit that boost panel. Okay, you don't have to do this in one go with the Tornado. You can just keep getting multiple Tornado Kirbys and it'll work just fine. You do have to kind of like go back and forth though till you get more to appear though. But basically, you just keep doing this until you hit about 15 enemies or so, and when you feel that you've hit enough, because I don't think the bell goes off until you cross the finish line actually, unfortunately. Oh wow, that's a lot of tornadoes. You have to actually finish in first place, and that's why I didn't want P2 to finish the race. And that's why I got him jammed in the corner. And I keep saying him, but there's actually nobody here playing this game with me, it's just myself. But I'm just showing you guys, you know, this is the way you can cheese this mission if you are struggling with it and don't want to do it the normal way, so to speak. Okay. I'm glad that they spawn quickly. And the reason I'm doing it on the second lap is apparently they don't appear until lap 2, is what the GameFAQs post had said anyway. I don't know if that's fully true or not. I'm gonna assume it is, because I think I remember when I went through here, it was just a bunch of Waddle Dees. I didn't actually see any collar enemies. And I think I did get 15, but better safe than sorry, so I'm gonna go ahead and swallow another. And go ahead and hit a few more. Okay, sorry about like the lack of commentary for the time being, but I am making sure that I get this accomplished. I don't have to redo it. Oh. Right back at me, I guess. That's my punishment for harming these poor creatures. I'm still trying to think what you would call them. Like, the more I look at them, they look like a mix of Skitty with, Togepi, or not Togepi, but, Jigglypuff. Because, like, the eyes, it's just something about those eyes that remind me of Jigglypuff. I don't know if it's just because they're cute looking, or the color. I think Jigglypuff's color, though, is more like a aquamarine, though. But those enemies are so weird. They, like, look part Skitty. I swear. Okay, hello, P2. I don't need you to jam on the wall anymore, so you can go ahead and race me. This is like the derpiest Kirby race ever. This right here, just because of how, like, stupid it goes here. Okay, I didn't hear the bell go off, but maybe that's because I need to cross the finish line with player 2. I don't know, we'll find out. Did I clear that mission? Yes, I did! Oh boy, guys. Do you know what this means? Do you really know what this means? Oh, push start. It means I've completed all 120 missions on Air Ride mode. I am so excited! I finally beat it! Wow! Holy cow! And look at this! I did it all without using a single free purple check. It won't even let me go over to them, actually. Like, I'm trying to go over to the purple checks, and it won't even let me select them. But, oh my god, this is something definitely to be proud about, right here. You guys! I completed all 120 missions! And without the use of a checkbox! Oh my god! This is great! Man, though, it got so close to the end, I swear, like, I was just thinking, you know, it's time-based missions. To save time, I should just use those purple checks and just get moving. But even then I realized, you know what, I'm so close, and you get them later on time eventually, just by playing over and over again. And sure enough, I got this big proud gold grid to show off. So yeah, whenever you complete all 120 missions of any grid, it's not just Air Ride, the whole entire checklist will turn gold. If you use purple checks, unfortunately, it will cover the places where you used them. And it'll like indicate on the side, like it'll hollow out the purple check, it'll look like fadey looking if you did use it, and then eventually you can get rid of them on the checklist itself, but it still indicates that you used the purple check anyway. So if you like use the purple check to hit 20 or more rivals with your quick spin, like I've selected right now, you could still clear it even though you used the purple check. The purple check is essentially just like the equivalent of like on Super Smash Bros. Brawl, except on Brawl, it automatically clears it for you. You know, there's like no indication that you use the hammer except for the fact that you have one less hammer on your available golden hammers to use for the challenges checklist. If that made any sense, I don't care. I'm just so excited. Air Ride complete. Now we have Top Ride, which we have 12 done in there, so at least we have a head start on it, and City Trial, which I pretty much just have to start all pretty like from the beginning because the showcase video only has 2 missions done. Sad reminder of that video. But here we go. Air Ride done. And with that said, I think we're going to do one last race. We're not going to use a human player, but I am going to go back to Formula Star. Actually, no, screw that. We're going to do it old-fashioned style with the Swerve Star. And oh my god, of course they would get those ones. Let's use Turbo Star, King DDD, and Meta Knight. Red Meta Knight, for that matter. That is totally, oh god, what's his name? Is it Galactica Knight? Oh, it's slipping my head, I'm sorry. It's the new boss that was introduced on Kirby Superstar Ultra. I think it's Galactica Knight. I don't care though. I'm gonna go ahead and change the colors though. The reason I'm doing that, I'm changing back to pink though. I'm holding Y button so that my favorite song plays on this game. So we did it, guys. We finally cleared through all 120 missions, and yay for skipping the copy ability panel. Oh well. So yeah, it looks like Meta Knight's catching up quicker than anyone else. I'm surprised the Turbo Star doesn't do much better on this course, because it is a fairly fast air ride machine. I should have looked at like the results from the first time I went through here. Wow, sleep, really? Because I missed like which of those fast machines did the best. If like Rex Wheelie was better than Turbo Star or whatever. Swerve Star was good competition for the Formula Star though. That's why I considered about picking it again. But I wanted to close out this LP, at least this part of the LP I should say, with my favorite air ride machine. The Swerve Star, who's been my buddy through it all. Swerve Star's my waifu. Now I switch from calling it a boy to a girl, how about that? It's my baby. I love the Swerve Star. It has definitely come through for me in many cases through this playthrough. There we got Wing Kirby, which is worse than Swerve Star Speed, actually. Maybe if I had a good ramp to go off of, I could get a little boost in speed. Oh, but it's probably gonna... it goes pretty close to Swerve Star Speed if it's flying. I didn't even really pay much attention to that until just now. Makes sense, because it is Wing Kirby. And check out that big black hole. Or is that a... No, that's not a black hole, that's an eclipse. Excuse me. Yeah. I'm just so, distracted by the fact that I have this game finally done. Closing out with Wheel Kirby. Almost. We're not fully done closing out yet, though. The one last thing I want to go ahead and show off is the credits. So let's go ahead and look at that. All I have to do is go to my checklist and push A. So here we go. The staff credits. The thing I neglected when I got 100 missions done. It doesn't make sense why it plays at 100 missions. They really should wait till you actually complete everything. But at the same time, maybe they did it there because they figured there'd be some players who couldn't possibly get all 120 missions done. It's hard to say. There is 3 versions of the credits. Top Ride and City Trial each have a version of the credits as well. Of the 3 modes, though, this one's probably my favorite, I would say. City Trial's a good close second, though. And hello, Charizard. But anyway, guys, this is the end of my playthrough of Air Ride mode on Kirby's Air Ride. Kirby Air Ride, excuse me. This is a really fun game. I was glad I had the opportunity to LP it and to show you guys how you can get through the game and complete all the missions, at least of Air Ride mode, at least. Which begs the question, and hello, is this Dolphin? Which Dolphin was known as the codename for GameCube, interesting enough. The credits are pretty much done, but this does beg the question, will I be LPing the other 2 modes, Top Ride and City Trial? Yes, I originally planned this from the beginning. Are they going to be shown now? No, not necessarily. And yes, that would be the end of the credits. However, I do plan on showing Top Ride and City Trial mode as well at some point in time in the future. I'll probably be starting with Top Ride, despite the fact that the votes were really close on picking City Trial mode as second when I did my poll. The reason for this is because Top Ride is significantly easier, and if I ended the LP on Top Ride, it would honestly end with a much less satisfying experience, so to say, like if that makes any sense. But City Trial, whenever you fully complete everything in it, it is definitely worth your time. And it just feels so good. Even right now, it just feels amazing to have a gold grid for Air Ride mode. And this is honestly the first time I've done it without using a single purple check. I have never done that before. So, I hope you guys like this. I can't see why you wouldn't, but unless you just hated the repetitiveness of the game, which is understandable. But hey, I got every mission in Air Ride completed. Legit. With that said, though, I'll probably be returning back to Kirby Air Ride again relatively soon, because I know this was a fairly popular LP compared to my other projects in the past. So I'm probably just going to put it aside. I might return to it after like the next LP that I'm doing. We'll have to see. But I will be returning relatively soon. I won't be like taking off like I am for Pokemon Stadium 2 Round 2. And the reason that I haven't returned to that game is because I'm still trying to figure out the ins and outs of Round 2. But with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to close off here. This is ToadinWonderland, and I will see you guys for my next Let's Play, which is going to be The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, an overly done LP, but I'm going to be playing the Japanese version, so this will be for exciting times. Till next time, guys, see you later.